Hello everyone, Iain Robson here for our Courplay tutorial. So this time I'm going to show you how to put the overloader course together with a driver helper course. So right in here I have my John Deere. He's currently acting as an overloader, so let's go ahead and request him. So what's going to happen is, whoops. So I have the John Deere. He's currently overloading or unloading the combine, and he is currently putting it into the Kenworth right here. So this is how I position the Kenworth. So what you do is to put them together. So what happens is the tractor right here unloads the combine and then unloads that into your semi. So in this case, this is a small trailer, but you can get bigger ones, of course. So the combine unloads into the overloader unloads into here, and you have your semi do its thing. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start recording the course right here. So this acts as a driver helper course. I should probably start the truck first. There we go. So you want to make sure you position it in exactly the same spot as you put it. So I'm going to drive forward and then turn around here. And I'm going to drive this truck over the tipping point or the trigger. So for example, in this case, I'm going to drive over here and I'm going to drive back to where my silos are. So I'm going to drive over here, drive up here, and I will drive over the silos, and that will act, well, it's trigger right there basically. So as you can see, I'm going to drive over the trigger point right here, just like so. As you can see, the trigger point went off there. I'm going to drive back this way, and then I'm going to drive back to where I was positioned at the start. Alright, so let's drive over here. Now the key thing is to make sure you position your, in this case my semi, in exactly the same spot where you left it, because if you do not, you'll run into some problems with unloading and whatnot. So I know that I lined myself up with this field on the side here, so it's straight, and it makes my life a bit easier by doing that. And I should probably, where is it here? Oh, there. So there's a starting point right there. So I'm going to stop the course right here, and I'm going to set it to driver helper. So I set this to driver helper like so, and because I set it to right here, it should stop. We'll see. Yeah, so as you can see, it's waiting for it to be filled. So the way it works is, it's waiting for the overloader to come by. So let's just say here. So the overloader comes over here, like so. So he's going to do his thing. So he's going to be like, hey, let's go unload into the truck. Now, if you recall, I said that if you don't put the truck in exactly the same spot as you left it, you'll run into some problems. Now, it's possible I'll run into some problems here because that particular trailer is short, and some trailers are a bit finicky when it comes to positioning of the auger. But in this case, it looks like it should be okay. Yeah. So our overloader tractor is going to come here. He's going to unload into our Kenworth right here. And then the Kenworth is going to wait here until he is full. So as you can see, he's waiting to be 47,000 liters full. So let's just say, hey, our Kenworth is full. So he's going to drive away, and he's going to follow the same course that we just recorded. So in this case, if you have a tarp on your trailer will get tarped like this one was here. Not every trailer has that function, but this one does, as you can see. So this truck is going to drive back to where your silos are. And the reason why I'd want to do something like this is because your trucks or your semis or your tractors, I guess, the way you have it set up is much faster than driving it all the way back. So this truck's going to drive over to the silos, and he's going to unload there. And the overloader tractor is just going to chill out there until he is fully unloaded. So as you can see, he's reached the tip trigger, like you can see down here, just like that. And he's going to unload his wheat into the silos, just like that. So that is the reason why, not the reason why, but that's what you would do to put overloaders together along with driver helpers in order to automate the unloading and combining of the field to a certain extent. So the combine's doing its thing, the overloader is unloading into this, and this is driving back to your main farm. So the nice thing about this is the fact that your trucks or the tractors you choose are probably faster than other tractors. So instead of driving all the way back and forth all the time, this is a way of speeding it up basically. So now this guy's going to drive, and he's going to stop right where we started our course. And that's where he will wait to be filled. There you go. So let me just show you one more time quickly how you create the overloader course in case you missed the last tutorial. So that's how you do the driver helper course. And let's say I want to create another overloader course. So it doesn't matter where you start your course. So with bigger fields, you'll probably want to be closer to the center. But with this size of field, it doesn't make a big difference. So I'm going to start recording my course right here. And you'll want to adjust accordingly. Now the one thing I want to make sure that I'm careful about is where I position this thing. So I'm going to set the auger up right now and unfold the auger, because if I don't, there's a possibility that I'll miss the unload point. So there you go. So there you go. So that's the unload point right there for this one. It shows it right there. So I'm going to drive a little bit further forward. Not much. There you go. Set your waiting point once again. And then what I like to do, because this truck is doing his thing, I want to drive forward and then peel away from the truck and head back into the field. So I'm just going to drive it right over here, just like that. There you go. And that's how you create an overloader course. And then if I set this guy to drive, he's going to wait for the combine. The combine is full, and he's going to unload into the truck, and the truck's going to drive back to this farm. That's how that works. So that's putting the overloader mode together with the driver helper mode. Anyways, that's it for today, folks. My name's Iain Robson. This has been another Courplay tutorial, and I'll catch you guys later.